Happy Sunday, South Florida. This is meteorologist Erica Delgado. Well, it has been a very wet and stormy weekend for us here across all of South Florida. We had warm temperatures, we had a front across northern portions of our Sunshine State, and then on top of that, we now have a low pressure system over the Gulf of Mexico that will continue to push towards the Gulf Coast overnight and into your Monday. So if you're heading out early in the morning, back to work Monday morning, heavy rain at times by mid to late morning hours. We'll be waking up to upper 70s and low 80s across South Florida. Other than an isolated shower or two early morning, I think we should be okay, but come mid-morning, that will all begin to change. As far as your afternoon is concerned, we'll really see the bulk of that moisture, heavy downpours, and even possibly some strong thunderstorms across the area. We could even see some flooding possible across localized areas, of course, especially along the Gulf Coast. We are expecting a stormy Monday afternoon. So this is the setup right now. We have that front across Central Florida. We have that low pressure system that will continue to cross over Florida as Monday into Tuesday goes. So with that low pressure system, we will continue to keep an eye on flooding as possible. And of course, that unsettled weather pattern will continue for most of the work week. Speaking of the tropics and tropical downpours, we're keeping an eye on a few tropical waves, but specifically the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on that area of low pressure over the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it's a non-tropical low pressure system. Doesn't have the characteristics to be a tropical system of sorts, but of course, it is enough to bring us excessive rainfall within the next 2 days. So right now, it's about a 30% chance of formation as it continues to push across Florida and then on the other side exiting into the Atlantic waters. And of course, there is another tropical wave that the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on over the Atlantic waters, also giving it about a 30% chance of formation as it moves towards the west across the Atlantic. So unfortunately, after a stormy weekend, it looks like that stormy weather pattern is going to continue for most of the work week, and then finally come Thursday, Friday, things go back to normal where they should be for this time of year.